Why you are so passionate about gold and what exactly is it that you are doing this now?
गोल काउंसिल के साथ मेरी गोल की जर्नी शुरू हुई एंड फिर वहां से आई जॉइंड द मुथूट पापाचन ग्रुप which is the blue color मुथूट.
Why? Why is gold doing so well? I mean, last 1 year you can tell us what the returns have been. Last 3-4 years also phenomenal. And if you take a even longer range, 10 साल, 15 साल, 20 साल भी देखेंगे, तो actually friends, gold has given returns which are equal to or higher than equities as well. So, but more importantly, पिछले 1-2 साल में ऐसा क्या हुआ है जिसकी वजह से gold has just been going up and up, and so much of buying is coming. What is the kind of household gold which is there in India? Any estimate at all?
Roughly 30 to 32,000 tons of gold India.
Wow. So you said 32,000 tons of gold. How does that compare with what RBI is holding or what some of the other central banks are
So
holding?
RBI is roughly 880 tons official gold.
That's it.
Yeah, and I think world's largest central bank holding is with US, 8,000 tons, roughly 8 to 9,000 tons.
तो आपका कहना ये है कि in terms of gold for the some of the wealthiest countries in the world?
In terms of geopolitics, if there is some issues, I think everybody now becomes a lot more alert that over-dependent on something and then there is a geopolitical issue there, will my assets get blocked?
ऐसा हो सकता है कि maybe there is a impending event, something which is major which may happen, which is why I think the markets are buying more and more gold, the families are buying, central banks are buying. तो ऐसा आपको लग रहा है कि कुछ बहुत ही बड़ा शिफ्ट होने वाला है?
Probably I am assuming may be happening if this economic uncertainty turmoil continues. Beyond the point, the investment rich money which is there, they say no, might as well add some more allocation to gold. So ये shift देखोगे then you see a drastic jump.
हेलो फ्रेंड्स, आपका पैसा स्मार्ट चैनल पर फिर से स्वागत है और हमारे साथ एक खास मेहमान है जो कि एक्सपर्ट है एक ऐसे एसेट क्लास में जो कि धीरे धीरे मेन स्ट्रीम होता जा रहा है। नॉर्मली इस चैनल पर हम स्टॉक्स सेक्टर्स के बारे में बात करते हैं, लेकिन एक ऐसा एसेट क्लास है विच हैज डन मच बेटर देन एनी इक्विटी मार्केट ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड, एंड दैट पर्टिकुलर एसेट इज गोल्ड। और आज जो हम डिस्कशन करने वाले हैं गोल्ड के ऊपर, उसके लिए हमारे साथ में है मिस्टर केयूर शाह, जो कि एक लेजेंड है इन दी गोल्ड इंडस्ट्री। पहले तो ये वर्ल्ड गोल्ड काउंसिल के डायरेक्टर थे और अभी जो है ही इज हेडिंग द ज्वेलरी बिजनेस ऑफ द मुथूट पापाचन ग्रुप। So, Keyur sir, welcome to our little podcast over here, and thank you for coming to our office and chatting with us about gold. हमारे कई सारे व्यूअर्स हैं, हमें कमेंट्स भेजते हैं कि आपने ये स्टॉक बताया, ये सेक्टर बताया, लेकिन जो सबसे बड़े एसेट क्लास जिसमें निवेश करना ही चाहिए था, वो तो गोल्ड ही है। बहुत ही बढ़िया रिटर्न्स दिए हैं गोल्ड ने, तो इसकी इसी के बारे में हम चर्चा करेंगे आपके साथ में। तो केवल जी, पहले तो आप थोड़ा अपना बैकग्राउंड बताइए, आपकी जर्नी बताइए, एंड व्हाई यू आर सो पैशनेट अबाउट गोल्ड एंड व्हाट एग्जैक्टली इज इट दैट यू आर डूइंग दिस नाउ?
ठीक है, so धन्यवाद दीपक जी. As you said, I've been in the gold industry. तो मैं गोल्ड इंडस्ट्री में अभी करीबन 20 साल से ज़्यादा हूँ. उससे पहले मैं एडवर्टाइजिंग में था, कम्युनिकेशन में था. वर्ल्ड गोल्ड काउंसिल के साथ मेरी गोल्ड की जर्नी शुरू हुई एंड फिर वहाँ से आई जॉइंड द मुथूट पापाचन ग्रुप which is the blue color मुथूट. उसमें आई हैव हेल्प्ड सेट अप द गोल्ड बिजनेस, प्रेशियस मेटल बिजनेस, यानी गोल्ड, सिल्वर, ज्वेलरी, कॉइन्स बार, गोल्ड रिसाइकलिंग.
ओके।
वो मैं हम लोग कर रहे हैं. वी आर डूइंग प्रीटी गुड विद गॉड्स ग्रेस एंड टीम वर्क. एक चीज मैं बताना चाहूंगा, अपनी स्टार्ट इंट्रोडक्शन जब स्टार्ट किया उसमें बोले कि अभी गोल्ड मेन स्ट्रीम होता जा रहा है. इज दिस करेक्ट?
करेक्ट, गोल्ड मोहन स्ट्रीम है।
ऑलवेज था, ऑलवेज रहेगा.
ओके।
दैट इज द डिफरेंस. दिस इज वेयर. और मैं अभी नहीं बोलता हूँ 20 साल प्लस इंडियन गोल्ड इंडस्ट्री में मैं हूँ, लेकिन अभी भी गोल्ड का स्टूडेंट हूँ. अभी भी इतने मिस्टीरियस सवाल है, कोई सुलझा नहीं सकता. बट it has demonstrated that it is a very safe and it is a very time tested effective asset class. और वो इंडियन से ज्यादा और कोई नहीं समझ सकता, स्पेशली इंडियन हाउसवाइफ्स.
दैट्स राइट। कई सारे हमारे व्यूअर्स ये कह रहे हैं और कई सारे मेम्स भी आ रहे हैं कि द मोस्ट इंटेलिजेंट इन्वेस्टर इन द वर्ल्ड इज द इंडियन हाउसवाइफ हु हैज बीन स्टेडीली बाइंग गोल्ड ओवर द years. तो लेट्स स्टार्ट विद दैट। आपके अनुमान के हिसाब से व्हाट इज द काइंड ऑफ हाउस होल्ड गोल्ड व्हिच इज देयर इन इंडिया? एनी एस्टिमेट एट ऑल?
रफली आई थिंक दिस, हम लोग वर्ल्ड काउंसिल के एस्टिमेट्स से ही जाते हैं. आई थिंक दे आर द ओनली वन द इंडस्ट्री बॉडी वो एस्टिमेट्स ऐसे अपने वेबसाइट पे पब्लिश करती है. roughly 30 to 32,000 tons of gold India, which they are calling it household plus temple trust.
Okay.
Bifurcation पता नहीं है, but yeah there is, because ये आप देखे दूसरा भी, Indian masses, right? Every Indian family, जो कोई भी economic strata पे हो, they all are saving in gold, depending on their उन लोग का budget, how much they can afford. But you'll find that practice everywhere. And it is more of accumulation. They are not into trading. They don't have a
इट्स
trading.
इंटरजेनरेशनल मीन्स आपने खरीदा, आपने अपने बच्चों को दिया, दे गिविंग टू द नेक्स्ट जनरेशन।
Dividends होता है, लेकिन accumulation addition भी होता रहता है. That's every generation. So I think even take common household examples of our families.
एग्जैक्टली या
The women of the family, or say my mother, her mother, my grandmother, they did inherit during the wedding from their father or family side, but they kept adding, monthly saving, whichever. So that practice has been age-old practice.
So you said 32,000 tons of gold. How does that compare with what RBI is holding or what some of the other central banks are
So
holding?
RBI is roughly 80 tons official holding.
That's it.
Yeah.
So
And
this
the
is like
highest-
40x, is it?
Yeah, and I think world's largest central bank holding is with US, 8,000 tons, roughly 8 to 9,000 tons.
तो आपका कहना ये है कि in terms of gold,
Yeah,
that's one of the wealthiest countries in the world.
Yeah, we are very much. And it also helps. See, one of the beauty of gold as an asset class is it does help preserve your wealth over a period of time. Wealth generate होता है, generate भी करता है because appreciation होता है, और safe haven quality. अभी कोविड पीरियड आप देखें, कोविड पीरियड में इंडियंस could overcome the COVID lockdowns much better. क्यों? Because there was gold. Every household had gold, and every household then monetized their gold. That you will see the difference. You will also see इंडिया में unfortunately sometimes national calamities आती है. केरला floods हुए थे, गुजरात earthquake हुआ था. And you'll see कि वो पीरियड में वो रीजन में gold monetization immediately after that ज़्यादा होता है. So that actually helps इंडियंस को कुछ भी जो शौक आता है उसको थोड़ा सॉफ्टन करना.
तो केवल जी आपने तो बहुत ही बढ़िया बात बताई हमारे व्यूअर्स को कि इट इज़ बेसिकली लाइक अ इंश्योरेंस पॉलिसी। आपको थोड़ा-थोड़ा निवेश करना चाहिए लाइक अ कंपल्सरी सेविंग्स, क्योंकि आफ़त किसी के ऊपर आ सकती है। देयर कुड बी अ नेचुरल डिज़ास्टर, कैलामिटी, फैमिली इलनेस, एक्सीडेंट एट एनी पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, और अगर आपके पास गोल्ड है देन दैट एक्ट्स लाइक अ सेफ्टी नेट। दैट्स वेरी नाइस पॉइंट मेड।
And one more aspect of gold, and which I think most people would say and they do advocate, गोल्ड एक बहुत इफेक्टिव इन्फ्लेशन हेज है.
दैट्स
इन्फ्लेशन हेज यानी इन सिंपल टर्म्स किसी भी चीज की वैल्यू अगर ना घटे तो उसको इन्फ्लेशन हेज बोलते हैं. नहीं तो वैल्यू घटती जाती है. जैसे आप मनी की बात करें, मनी जस्ट लाइंग डेप्रिशिएट्स क्योंकि इन्फ्लेशन बढ़ रहा है.
परचेसिंग पावर कम होता जाता है।
सो गोल्ड हैज दैट एबिलिटी. यानी से 10 साल पहले 1 किलो गोल्ड से आप कुछ खरीद सकते थे, वही 1 किलो गोल्ड से आज वही चीज आप खरीद सकोगे, which has been proven by analysts. They've done all these last 20, 30, 50 year studies. अभी ये चीज मैं इंडियन हाउस होल्ड्स के साथ जोड़ना चाहूंगा. सी मॉडर्न टर्म्स यानी रिलेटिवली इंडिया में आई वुड से मॉडर्न इन्वेस्टमेंट यानी स्टॉक मार्केट्स, म्यूचुअल फंड, जैसे 20 ईयर जॉब था. उससे पहले इतना नहीं था. 20 साल के पहले इट वाज नॉट सो पॉपुलर.
दैट्स राइट।
बट द टर्म्स विच आई यूज, SIP आप बोल रहे हैं, दूसरा है अगेन इन्फ्लेशन. नाउ ऑल दिस टर्म्स which is the beauty of Indian culture. You just look into deep dive, these terms were being practiced by them. Maybe वो terms नहीं था. So for example, मदुराई ये तमिलनाडु में है, तो वहाँ पे एक बार मैं गया था. कुछ विमेन का स्टडी हो रहा था इन टर्म्स ऑफ क्वेश्चंस पूछ रहे थे. इट वाज लाइक ग्रुप डिस्कशन. मुझे समझ नहीं आ रहा था तमिल, सो देयर वाज अ ट्रांसलेटर. वन ऑफ द थिंग्स व्हिच आई विल नेवर फॉरगेट, ये मिडिल एज वुमन थे, अराउंड 40-50 इयर्स के, और एक लेडी ने बोला था कि उसकी नानी ने उसको बोला था शादी के टाइम पे, व्हेन शी वाज गेटिंग मैरिड एंड लिविंग, जब भी दूध और राइस का प्राइस बढ़े तो गोल्ड लेना चाहा करो.
ओह!
Now today's term, if you look at it, it is when food prices increase, inflation.
दैट्स राइट।
Whenever inflation starts, please start investing in gold.
और ये इम्पोर्टेंट है
Gold
इंडिया के लिए।
diversifier हो जाता है.
इंडिया के लिए इम्पोर्टेंट है बिकॉज़ ट्रेडिशनली वी आर अ हाई इन्फ्लेशन कंट्री एंड दैट वे इफ यू बाय गोल्ड एज़ अ इन्वेस्टमेंट इट इज़ एक्टिंग एज़ अ गुड हेज।
Yeah, so
बट
this point, why I'm saying is such a it is entrenched or ingrained into the Indian psyche, and for scientific reasons or what they've observed, hedge against inflation. Why would they refer to it? Staple food is rice and milk in South India, right? वो price बढ़े, put into gold. Why? Gold will help preserve the value of your
And the purchasing power of the family. But the key question, Keyur, which a lot of investors are asking me, और जब भी मैं कोई भी पार्टी में जाता हूँ तो यही सवाल आ रहा है कि why is gold doing so well? I mean, last 1 year you can tell us what the returns have been. Last 3-4 years also phenomenal. And if you take a even longer range, 10 साल, 15 साल, 20 साल भी देखेंगे, तो actually, friends, gold has given returns which are equal to or higher than equities as well. So, but more importantly, पिछले 1-2 साल में ऐसा क्या हुआ है जिसकी वजह से गोल्ड हैज जस्ट बीन गोइंग अप एंड अप एंड सो मच ऑफ बाइंग has come into it.
See, these are again going back to the uh, attributes of gold as an asset class. So, जैसे बोला safe haven, hedging impression, portfolio diversifier. This, what you're saying, recent phenomena is all about safe haven. Whenever there's uncertainty, people move towards much safer asset class. And gold is one of the safest. Again, I would say time tested in terms of safety, in terms of liquidity, which I don't think any other asset class can match it. And that you can see even it's in the Western countries or even in India. Right? India, obviously, I mentioned as cultural thing, but a safe haven buying any panic. So geopolitical issues, wars, trade wars, just now since last 6-7 months, those discussions are going on. Um, COVID, then people flock to gold. Also, again, there are two schools of thought. I am the old school in terms of gold.
Okay.
Gold का inherent value है. Gold is limited in the world. Mining हो रहा है लेकिन mining भी it takes so much effort. And वो effort का पैसा, that's where the gold prices also increase. One of the base reason is mining cost is high. Typically, a good mine, and this is very quite surprising, if you dig 1 ton, 1000 किलो निकालो
Of the ore basically.
और मीन सॉइल, उसमें से 10 ग्राम गोल्ड मिले तो अच्छा माइन.
Oh,
तो आप सोचो 10 ग्राम के लिए आपको 1 किलो खोदना पड़ेगा, राइट? So that is where it makes gold has, the intrinsic values linked to the cost of mining, linked to a lot of things. Fluctuations all is because of trading day to day, which happens at commodity exchanges in New York, London. Compared to that, most of the other modern asset classes are derived products. So that is where when there is safety issue आता है, derived products का question होता है कि ये burst ना हो जाए.
so you don't
Underlining अगर होगा, burst भी होगा तो underlining physical है.
That's right. So you don't think that the threat which was there diamonds के लिए, that lab grown diamonds आ गए जिसकी वजह से the diamond prices went down, that kind of a threat is not there for gold. You
Not
cannot
at all.
trade artificial.
Not at all. Again, I'll tell you why. There's nothing like artificial gold. You cannot make.
Exactly.
Gold is inert metal chemical composition जो है. Diamonds का interesting is it was purely a marketing story. Fantastic. I think one of the best marketing stories for 30-40 decades.
Yeah, run by De Beers.
The mistake started happening जब वो diamond को asset class बोलने लगे. Diamond, yeah, it's beautiful, rare है. Women love to wear it. Wear it like a branded bag or branded clothes. Fine. Don't think of asset कि उसका value क्या रहेगा, resale value क्या रहेगा. उसमें moment there is competition, which is the lab thing came up, it crashed. Why? Because the value of diamonds, moment you say asset class, तो intrinsic value क्या था? क्या कॉस्ट $1 था और $100 में बेच रहे हैं? और इमीडिएटली कुछ कोई आ गया तो $2 में बेचेगा तो तुम्हारा $98 डाउन हो जाएगा. That is what has happened. So any asset class, if it doesn't have intrinsic value, and intrinsic value based on costs, then there is a huge chance of it being a bubble and crashing.
तो आपका कहना यह है कि because the cost of mining gold itself is very high and that there can be no other substitute, it is the perfect asset class which is a repository of value. यानी कि storage of the value is the best asset class at this point of time.
There is limited quantity. And again, the closest comparison to gold as an asset will be your land.
That's right. There's Bitcoin also. Okay, don't forget Bitcoin.
Derived.
Derived.
Again, derived on something.
That's right.
If something, the intrinsic part breaks, everything crashes. Just think about it. That's right. If there's no energy, if there's suppose energy production limitation, who will mine more bitcoins?
That's right.
So that is, and it goes back to the human basics of human life. That's one thing. I'm that old school. But I'm a very strong believer that nothing can go wrong. Right?
I
Anything
think
derives.
centuries has proved it. I think we have people have fought wars over it in trying to acquire more gold. So that part is very well assumed. Lekin here we have noticed that a lot of central banks are also buying a lot of gold, and added to that हमने ये भी देखा है कई बार न्यूज़ में आता है कि आरबीआई है या फिर यूएस फेड है, they are getting gold back from abroad into the country as well. तो ये क्या फिनोमेना है? Why are central banks also, and ऐसा पहले नहीं था, they are buying more. In fact, they become the biggest players in the gold market, buying more physical gold and transporting it back to their country. So, what the reason for that?
See, reason probably is obviously a lot to do with geopolitics. One is, again, coming back to one of the intrinsic attribute of gold, portfolio diversifier. Maybe central banks have realized over dependence on dollar as reserve currency probably is not the perfect way to go about it. And what do they do? Diversify into some other currency, then they probably end up making a mistake. In future, you don't know.
That's right. If you're the leading currency, you don't know.
And gold is neutral.
That's
And also, long back, so maybe 6, 7 decades ago, any currency was always backed by gold. That delinking happened by US with the Bretton Woods time. I think that's when they delinked gold from the US currency value. Otherwise, till then, any currency was backed by gold. So that phenomenon, I think it's more of a cycle. If you see any of the centuries, there's a economic superpower, then the whole world, all the countries are centered around it. That changes. Why? Because then the other countries start moving towards some other economic power. So maybe that is where also in terms of geopolitics, if there is some issues, I think everybody now becomes a lot more alert that over dependent on something and then there is a geopolitical issue there, will my assets get blocked?
all right.
Right. And that answers the second part of your question. Why then a lot of countries are moving the gold back into their country. Earlier, Bank of England is where everybody would very safely put their gold, or in US, Port Knox. Now, countries said, no, might as well, we can manage it. And this all was World War II related phenomena in terms of security. Which countries are most secure where, their gold would never disappear. Now that the world has changed since then. And I think India is very, very capable now. India can manage its own assets much better.
So, are you suggesting that, from whatever I understand so far, that ऐसा हो सकता है कि maybe there is a impending event, something which is major, which may happen, which is why I think the markets are, buying more and more gold, the families are buying, central banks are buying. तो ऐसा आपको लग रहा है कि कुछ बहुत ही बड़ा शिफ्ट होने वाला है in the entire financial economic space, जिसकी वजह से people are seeing gold as a precursor, gold price moving up as a precursor कि कुछ शायद ऐसा होने वाला है, अनहोनी होने वाली है.
Families buying has been age old. That has continued in India or say China. In fact, Chinese families buy so much gold. Year on year, they be doing. Culturally, India is much more strongly intertwined with gold. So that I don't think is at all relevant. Why? With that is the phenomenon. It's going. It's not stopped or not paused. Right. Central banks doing it off late, and that's as you rightly mentioned. And that too from Bulbul Council reports. Last 3, 4 years, year on year, central bank buying is increasing. So maybe that is linked to geopolitical shifts. In terms of economies and countries trying to become a lot more self-reliant, things like that. So that, but I don't know whether it's a precursor to something big is coming.
Okay.
That I think is very extremely difficult. I would say you probably have more experience. You can never predict the future. Everyone's right. People may, but it's always a good strategy. And so here I'm very much happy that central banks are behaving like Indian housewives, which is good, which is help. Right. That safety net is there.
No, because we keep hearing about this de-dollarization, यानी कि सबको डॉलर से निकलना है in terms of even the trade which is taking place in dollar, और जिस हिसाब से रशिया के साथ, चाइना के साथ relationship of US is. So is that having some effect on the central banks buying more and more gold? I think there's some connection.
No, that political reasons probably can't comment fully, and it probably to their own sensibilities. But given a choice, if you want to shift from one asset to another, uh, gold is the best because it's the most neutral and most liquid. So then you can't go wrong in that, right? So if I suppose I was heavily as an individual invested a lot in US bond the stocks, and then I said no, should I shift to the Chinese? There's equal danger if something goes wrong. But if I put into gold, Gold is acceptable everywhere, liquid, extremely liquid. That is the most powerful thing about gold.
ठीक है, let's go on to now the various ways in which a family or an investor can invest in gold. So if you can, आप थोड़ा बता सकते हैं कि ये तो physical gold we can understand. Within physical gold अलग-अलग categories है. There are coins, there are bars, there is jewelry. और फिर ये जो e-gold है और gold ETFs है, can you give us an overview of that? और आपका क्या suggestion होना चाहिए for an average Indian family, household family? How should they be managing whatever portion they want to invest into gold? कैसे उनको planning करनी चाहिए?
See, one of the things where, when having studied the Indian market, Indian gold industry last 20 साल से, जो इंडियन हाउस होल्ड प्रैक्टिस जो मैंने पहले भी बताया, आई थिंक दैट इज द बेस्ट मेथड, बिकॉज दैट इज लाइक SIP. वो क्या करते हैं, एवरी मंथ जो भी सेविंग होता है हाउस होल्ड एक्सपेंस के बाद, उसमें से सम पोर्शन वो गोल्ड में डालते हैं. सो आइदर दे विल, दैट डिपेंड ऑल्सो ऑन देयर इकोनॉमिक्स कैपेबिलिटी, कि हर महीने 1 ग्राम लेना है, हाफ ग्राम लेना है, 2 ग्राम लेना है. लाइक physical gold currently still is the most popular way, because physical gold bars, coins या jewelry. Mainly I think Indian households में jewelry लेते हैं because dual purpose होता है. एक तो पहनना adornment and it is a symbol of social status. मैंने जितना ज़्यादा gold पहना उतना सोसाइटी को लगेगा कि my husband, my family is doing good.
That much wealth is
But at the same time कि ये investment is a dual thing, which is very rare, or it's very it's very Indian phenomenon only, right? And they also buy bars and coins. But bars and coins also, if you see in Indian households, over a period of time, they actually get converted into jewelry.
हाँ, तो आपने कोई कॉइन ले लिया, बाल ले
अरे
लिया,
भैया,
you want to do the jewelry, then you give
मुझे
that.
20 ग्राम का कुछ सेट लेना है, लेकिन माई सेविंग इज 1 ग्राम पर मंथ, तो 20 महीने के बाद वो 20 ग्राम लेकर एक्सचेंज एंड गेट अ नेकलेस उससे.
So as jewelers in Muthoot, you all do that. You'll do that activity where you can take some raw gold like this or
No, we don't do exchange, but what we do, see, so I'm coming and I'll answer ये part भी, वो तो में हम लोग क्या कर रहे हैं, लेकिन this practice is actually a very good practice if you look at it, even if you assess it from a modern investment practice point of view. It is a SIP. SIP offers you average pricing
absolutely.
and long term. So long term, especially in gold, you forget about the pricing, right? Whatever is the cost. Then you evaluate कि cost क्या है, physical लेना, digital लेना, cost. So what is working now is this practice will remain. Only thing we need to ensure that this practice is a bit more organized. It is the best practices of industry are offered to that consumer, and for the young customers, the youngsters, they will still not go to a Zaveri Bazaar to buy physical gold because it's inconvenient. उनके लिए मोबाइल ऐप के दे सकते हो, सेम प्रैक्टिस. So basically the practice उसको modernize करो, transparent बनाओ, make it convenient, and that is the way it is happening. That's the way it should be.
But a lot of ETFs are there. There is also gold futures, and there is a lot of other ways of investing in gold. So would you not advocate that? Because end of the day, physical gold लेंगे तो उसको आपको संभालना है. It has to be in safe deposit or in vaults in your house. So there's a certain level of inconvenience and cost also attached to it.
You're right. These modern instruments of gold investment को भी promote करना है, लेकिन इंडिया अभी भी आई थिंक बहुत पीछे है in terms of accessibility. What is पैन कार्ड penetration इंडिया में कितना है? 15% अभी, 15-18%. What is the पैन कार्ड penetration?
Must be around that.
Roughly. That means 85% Indian cars access the markets. Without PAN card, you don't get demat. Think about that. I think the current last 5 years, there's been a very fast growth in terms of PAN card registration, which I think RBI and the banks are driving it, which is good. But say 10 years back, it was 3% PAN card. That means 97% of India didn't have access to the markets. So that's why again coming by old school. Old school is more, I look at the mass market में कुछ phenomena करो ना, then I say it's truly successful. If you are doing something new in the top 5-10% of India, that's a trend and it'll go away. Very rarely you see a trend become mass.
Well, I'll tell you, KOG, as financial planners, हमारे पास कई families आते हैं. They say now the important question which they're asking is how much of the family wealth should be in gold. उसका आप कुछ idea दे सकते हैं? I just randomly say 10%. I mean, because
Roughly people say 10 to 50. I advocate 20.
okay,
And that is proven. Proven, see again, moment you talk about wealth, then you're not talking about trading, profit booking near short term.
No, that's the business activity.
That's a friend, right? So, and if it is long term, and long term in gold, I would put it as 5 years.
Okay.
फिर ऑब्वियसली इनपुट रिटर्न लास्ट 30 ईयर CAGR आप ले लो 30 ईयर CAGR 10% है 20 साल का CAGR 12% है 5 साल का तो ऑब्वियसली you've seen it is gone up beyond 17-18%.
Significant return.
It does help preserve. Why? And you'll always see gold का inverse proportionate with other asset plus inversely proportionate है. तो अगर gold बढ़ा है तो you see other asset valuation has come down. Overall the portfolio wealth remains intact.
So आपके हिसाब से 20% of the
20%, I would, as I said, I am a strong believer in gold. But yeah, you were right. 10 to 15% is what normally most
could be in physical gold, could be in e-gold, doesn't matter. But
That would be. That would be.
now I want to get into something which is more, I would say, interesting from my perspective because I have not been such an avid gold investor. मैं हमेशा सोचता हूँ कि it's a that way unproductive asset. लेकिन आपने बताया कि it's more like an insurance policy. I understand that and I accept that fact. और कई सालों से centuries हमने देखा है कि it's a preserver of value. लेकिन ऐसे भी कई साल आए हैं देयर हैव बीन डेकेड्स जहाँ पर गोल्ड की वैल्यू डिटीरिएट हुई है गोल्ड प्राइसेस हैव करेक्टेड सो एज अ एक्सपर्ट मैं आपको पूछना चाहूँगा कि व्हेन इन द हिस्ट्री यू गो बैक व्हाट वर दोस पीरियड्स व्हेन एक्चुअली गोल्ड प्राइसेस वेंट डाउन एंड व्हाट वर द रीजंस व्हाई दे वेंट डाउन एंड डू यू सी कि आपको लग रहा है कि समथिंग लाइक दैट इज आल्सो इमर्जिंग क्योंकि कोई भी एसेट क्लास एक स्ट्रेट लाइन में बढ़ नहीं सकता है इट हैज टू गो अप डाउन तो are we looking at a corrective phase in gold in the near future? First, history के बारे में बताइए whenever gold prices have gone down, why?
History, historically, very last 15-20 years is what I recall properly. उसके पहले का, but the gold has never gone crash.
It's never
Never
correct. That
crashed.
part I accept, yes.
It has been fluctuating year on year for 2-3 years. If you've seen last 20 years, there are 2-3 year, two phases of 2-3 year. That okay, the price was 100, it became 90, then became 95, became 80 something, 87. Those only 2-3 years where the price never crashed. It probably corrected 10%, right? And you'll never ever see gold has ever crashed, even take historic 50 years. There have been phases where the price has remained stagnant, right? But it's not gone down. Which is where again it comes back to why? Because see, gold prices, if you look at obviously any asset finally is about valuation and linked to the pricing. Gold price has got a base price. On top of that is the price which is derived from the trading activity day to day. So the base price is linked to your mining supply. It links to your gold recycling supply which is coming and is linked to genuine demand, say from India, China, from the households. That forms the base.
So एक support आ गया पूरा gold price.
वो नीचे उसके नीचे जा ही नहीं सकते because जैसे नीचे जाएगा करेक्टिव एक्शन आएगा
हमने ये भी देखा है कि family start to buy more gold the minute the prices come down. लेकिन what are the reason कि कभी this trading की वजह से why would prices come down? What are the reasons?
Those are geopolitical. Purely if you look at the historical thing is either some trade related geopolitics or some war related. And that type safe haven और suddenly सब ठीक हो गया तो people
तो आपका कहना यह है कि जब थोड़ी अनसर्टेनिटी कम होती है when the overall tempo the geopolitical events they are cool we are in a peacetime situation then gold prices the trading volumes tend to go off and they tend to cause a decline in prices.
And see also if you look at overall investment money globally now probably you'll know the figure how many trillions of dollars होगा उसमें से if you see gold का the investment gold is probably less than 1% and think of the shift even 1% becomes 2%. It's not going to shake up the investment thing. Why? Because it's too small, 1%. But gold में 1% का 2% हुआ तो prices can just jump. So this is one shift. Probably I am assuming may be happening if this economic uncertainty turmoil continues. Beyond the point, the investment rich money which is there, they said, no, might as well add some more allocation to gold. So ये shift देखोगे, then you see a drastic jump. But then it is forming another layer base that yeah, this is genuine investment coming which is parked there for long term.
That's right. But that means that tomorrow suddenly ये जो वॉर है यूक्रेन रशिया की या फिर इसराइल में जो हो रहा है और यूएस चाइना के बीच में जो उनकी जो रिलेशनशिप डिटेरियोरेट हो रही है इफ ऑल ऑफ दोस स्ट्रैंड गेट सॉल्व माने वॉर खत्म हो जाती है ओवरऑल रिलेशनशिप बिटवीन यूएस एंड द रेस्ट ऑफ द वर्ल्ड इम्प्रूव्स देन वो शायद नेगेटिव हो सकता है गोल्ड के लिए.
Negative, so again, I would say one is it'll fluctuate, it'll never crash. That has been observed. सेकंड वेरी हाइपोथेटिकल थिंग कि सब ठीक होगा, कभी सब ठीक नहीं होगा,
होता नहीं
कभी
होता, कुछ ना कुछ नया हो जाता
something
है।
else does, right? So that never happens. Third, also if you see, you know, I look at it from an Indian household mindset. It is over a period of time. डे टू डे ट्रेडिंग में या देन दैट इज योर, यू टेक ए पर्सनल रिस्क कि आज $50 ऊपर है गोल्ड, $100 नीचे गया, क्या हुआ, दैट इज, बट दैट आई डोंट थिंक सो, दैट इज मोर पीपल हु हैव दैट रिस्क कैपेबिलिटी, दे वांट टू टेक दैट रिस्क, दे हैव दैट, यू नो, हिंदी में बोलते जिगरा है, बट
करते
इंडियन हाउसवाइफ्स, इंडियन हाउसहोल्ड्स, central banks, they're looking at long term, and long term gold never crash, at least historically it's never crashed.
ओके, केवल एक और मेरे दिमाग में सवाल आ रहा है, बार-बार आ रहा है कि आपने जैसे कहा कि द इंडियन हाउसवाइफ इज़ द अल्टीमेट आई वुड से सपोर्टर ऑफ गोल्ड, दे आर द अल्टीमेट इन्वेस्टर्स। लेकिन अगर हम देखते हैं तो द न्यू जनरेशन, द जनरेशन नेक्स्ट, एनीबॉडी बोर्न आफ्टर 1995, एंड वी स्पीक टू अ लॉट ऑफ द गर्ल्स एंड द यंग वुमेन, उनका जो फैशन सेंस है, उनकी जो थिंकिंग है, दैट इज़ वेरी डिफरेंट फ्रॉम व्हाट वाज़ देयर इवन वन जनरेशन अगो। हमारे जनरेशन में वी ऑलवेज फेल्ट दैट ओनिंग एन एसेट वाज़ इम्पोर्टेंट, पर ये जो नया जनरेशन है, द जनरेशन ज़ेड, ज़ेन ज़ी जो बोलते हैं, they prefer experiences, and the ladies, the girls over there, they are more into fashion jewelry, और अब लैब ग्रोन डायमंड भी आ गया है। सो आई एम नॉट श्योर दैट दे आर थिंकिंग लाइक देयर मदर्स कि उनको भी धीरे धीरे गोल्ड में इन्वेस्ट करना चाहिए। ऑफ कोर्स वॉट एवर देयर मदर्स गोल्ड विल कम टू देम एट द टाइम ऑफ वेडिंग, ऑल्सो दे विल गेट सम गोल्ड, बट आगे चलते their mentality is not to do a SIP like what their mother did or grandmother did. Is there a threat to gold prices? And this is true not only in India, I think globally हमने देखा है। तो आपका क्या व्यू है इसके लिए, इसके पीछे, that does that mean that the age old demand variables are changing over here?
I don't think, see, to change any cultural habit takes decades and centuries. It cannot be wiped away in 2 years, 5 year phenomena. But those are trends, right? So, this particular habit of giving gold or gifting gold to your daughter in weddings will not go away. But also keeping in mind, as you rightly said, Gen Z, they have different perspectives in life. They look at jewelry in a different way. What probably could happen, I don't think they will stop believing in gold as an asset class, but they may dealing the adornment value from investor. So they may say, no, शादी में मुझे बड़ा सेट नहीं चाहिए, आप मुझे गोल्ड का बार दे दो,
Okay.
मैं रखूँ एक बार, that is my investment. I will wear fashion jewelry, Swarovski or whatever they want to put, they'll do that. That phenomena, I mean, one more thing which I'm bringing you back to, but what again you're saying this trend is probably the top 10% of India, which is the urban upper middle class families and above. What about the rest of India, which is 80% of India? This phenomenon is not going away. This, we, Muthu, as I said, I started the jewelry gold business, saving business in Muthu. So I have a physical product. And as we said, we cater to, the low income segment and the mass consumers. Average ticket size consumers who come to us to buy 4 grams. They can't afford more.
That's it, just 4 grams.
But it's a volume thing. And they'll come. 4 grams also, they say, okay, can be paid in installments, weekly, monthly, daily also we have. Right? And how they do. So when I've now started this business, I've been here for 12 years with Muthoot. Initially, they're skeptical. Right? But once they finish one, they say they'll start with a 1 gram. I have 1 gram earrings. They'll take that. Once they finish and they've got it, then they come back. Okay, can I have a 2 gram pendant? They complete their jewelry portfolio. In the end, they'll buy a bangle which has to be 8 gram because less than that the bangle is too delicate. So that's when I have probably highest repeat customers. 55% of my business repeat. I mean, they were happy the way we are offering. Now there, I'm why I'm referring to this about Gen Z, which you mentioned. This physical typically would be 40-year-old, 30, 40-year-old, the customers. What about the kids? So that's what we thought about. So there I have introduced is digital gold. We are own in-house digital gold. Okay. Again, coming back to what I said, don't change the age-old habit, modernize it, make it transparent, convenient, you'll not go wrong. Which is where I mentioned earlier about monthly investment, SIP, Indian households. So यहाँ पे भी this product which I have, which we call it Swarna version, but I have a digital version where we don't want that young customer to keep coming physically to. App पे दे दिया और उसमें the beauty of digital gold is You don't have to have that limitation of half gram तो लेना ही पड़ेगा. With उसके
No,
half
less
gram
than that. You can buy less than that.
with one we allow customers to put in 1 rupee and they get fractional gold,
Wow.
which they accumulate. And where I'm not changing the habit is once half gram हो गया ना accumulation, they can redeem it in anything. Half gram and above, half gram का jewelry piece भी मिलेगा, coin भी मिलेगा, and then they keep accumulating. के चलो उसके बाद, and that gets delivered to their home. So combining the physical part, but making it convenient for the next gen. Plus, they may not want to convert into jewelry because they said they want to probably dealing investment from the adornment part. Then they're happy just having golds in like it's like a bar or like a gold ETF. It is paper gold, right? Backed by physical gold, which is very much there.
But I must tell you, Kiran, I think it's a very, very interesting scheme. काफ़ी अच्छी स्कीम है. Not many people know about it. तो अब तक तो आई थिंक वी कैन से कि जैसे आपने कहा कि इट इज़ अ गुड स्टोरेज वैल्यू ऑफ गोल्ड और आपको इसका एसआईपी करना चाहिए. हमारे पूरे ऑफिस में ये जो म्यूचुअल फंड सही है दैट कीप्स ऑन रिंगिंग, बट आई थिंक वी आर रीचिंग अ सिचुएशन जहाँ पर हम ये भी कह सकते हैं कि गोल्ड में निवेश करना ऑल्सो इज़ बहुत-बहुत सही आपके लिए. और आई थिंक दैट विद दैट वी वुड लाइक टू कंक्लूड केयूर ओवर हियर. आपने बहुत हमें ज्ञान दिया है गोल्ड में एंड शायद एज इक्विटी इन्वेस्टर आपने हमें बहुत ही एक बढ़िया सलाह दी है कि जब आप पोर्टफोलियो प्लान कर रहे हैं तो एटलीस्ट 10% इफ नॉट 15-20% आपका निवेश गोल्ड में रहना चाहिए. इट इवेंचुअली इसके रिटर्न्स जो है दे आर इक्वल टू द इक्विटी मार्केट और वॉलेटिलिटी भी कम रहती है. और अगर आपकी फैमिली को कोई ज़रूरत आ गई, कोई आफत आ गई, देन यू कैन यूज़ दैट गोल्ड एंड टाइड ओवर दोज डिफिकल्ट टाइम्स. तो एक बहुत ही बढ़िया प्रोडक्ट है. इट हैज़ बीन अराउंड फॉर सेंचुरीज और इसकी वैल्यू हमेशा धीरे धीरे बढ़ रही है. तो ज़रूर से एज इन्वेस्टर्स यू शुड लुक एट गेटिंग इनटू गोल्ड इन्वेस्टमेंट. लेकिन एज पैसा स्मार्ट हम आपको कहना चाहेंगे कि आपको अगर गोल्ड में निवेश करना है तो हमारे हिसाब से जो ETF है ऑफ द गोल्ड ट्रेडेड फंड्स, दैट मे बी द बेस्ट फॉर्म ऑफ इन्वेस्टिंग. और प्लीज़ हमारे ये जो व्हाट्सएप चैट पर आप हाई भेजिए, वहाँ पर आप ये प्रश्न भी पूछ सकते हैं कि आपके लिए कौन-सा सबसे बढ़िया गोल्ड म्यूचुअल फंड है? वहाँ पर आपको काफ़ी सारा एडवाइस भी मिलेगा एंड दिस इज़ अ वेरी नाइस वे टू इन्वेस्ट इन गोल्ड. अंत में हमारे चैनल को सपोर्ट करने के लिए बहुत-बहुत धन्यवाद एंड वंस अगेन केयू थैंक यू वेरी मच फॉर स्पेंडिंग योर वैल्यूएबल टाइम एंड डिस्कसिंग ऑन दिस वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट टॉपिक एंड वेरी पॉपुलर टॉपिक of gold investing. And I wish you and your company all the success in future and do hope that you remain connected with us.
Thank you.
Thank you.
This podcast is produced by Elixir Equities Private Limited, a SEBI registered research analyst. Registration number INA 00004787. The information provided in this podcast is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered as investment advice. Investment in securities market are subject to market risk. We strongly advise all investors to read all related documents carefully before investing.